All right, got a lot of good stuff down. I have a mentorship program. It's $25,000 to get a mentorship that's customly designed for you. It's not for everybody, but there's a test, questions I need to send you, the email link below if you want to be part of that. Something that's for everybody, the Kingdom program. This is group training. We had the first webinar every Sunday for the next probably 12 weeks. We'll be having webinars and talking about stuff where you get to ask me direct questions once you sign up every Sunday, 3:30 p.m. And there's some other stuff. I have some new channels and other things going on. All those links are below. So be sure to listen to this video from the beginning to the end. Today's video is something that's a little deep. Being a provider, being a protector, being a man is so 1970s. Never in my life have I seen so many men staunchly refuse to do the things that men have been expected to do for centuries. Just simply refuse. I saw this when I created Disruptive Male. First thing, get your economics together. Get your economics together. Get your first rule. Shoot, let's go to get to this pussy. I have never seen a collective of men who absolutely refuse to elevate themselves. I don't know what it is. I'm about to ask my BFF, a good friend. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and get into it where you can hear the conversation. All right. Well, if it will, there we go. Here we go. Okay, I got a question for you. It's 2026, and the number of men who absolutely refuse to be protectors, refuse to be providers, refuse to be the type of man from the 1970s, a man that would get married, protect his wife, raise his wife and kids. Why so many men assiduously avoid that level of responsibility? What's going on? I don't understand it. Maybe you can give me some wisdom and insights.
Certainly. Let me offer a structured perspective on this. In a contemporary context, there are a few notable cultural and economic factors at play. First, shifting social norms. In 2026, the idea of traditional gender roles, where men are expected to be sole providers and protectors, has evolved significantly. Many men have grown up in an environment where they've seen dual income households or have been encouraged to value personal fulfillment and work-life balance over traditional protector-provider roles. Second, there's an economic dimension. The cost of living has risen, and the idea of a single income household can feel less realistic or desirable. Many men may feel that the financial pressures of being a sole provider are too burdensome or simply not aligned with their personal goals. They may prefer a partnership model where responsibilities are shared more equally. Third, there is a cultural and psychological shift. Many men are more inclined to seek relationships built on mutual independence rather than traditional dependency. They may not see themselves as refusing to be protectors, but rather as choosing a more egalitarian approach. In essence, it's not necessarily about men refusing responsibility. It's about evolving definitions of what responsibility looks like and the roles each partner plays. Men are often redefining what it means to be in a partnership rather than outright rejecting commitment. I hope that gives you a clear framework to understand the shift. Let me know if you need further insight.
Okay, let's get into this. All right. A few years ago, I created a course called Disruptive Male. The first tenet of Disruptive Male was to get your economics together. Men absolutely refuse because they're in course included. Number one, get your economics together. Number two, get your body together. Number three, get your mindset together. Number four, date submissive women. And there were sexual components to the course. Men leapt over the economics, they leapt over getting their body, and they went straight to dating submissive women and the elements that allowed them to get sex from women. Why did they skip over the economic part so easily? Understand, to me, it seems that men refuse to be economically viable. What is going on? Okay.
What you're describing is indeed a pattern that's not uncommon. In essence, many individuals gravitate toward the immediate or the seemingly more gratifying parts of a process while avoiding the foundational work that feels less immediately rewarding. From a formal perspective, what you're seeing is a kind of selective engagement. The economic foundation you emphasized, getting one's finances and mindset in order, requires sustained effort and discipline. It's not as instantly appealing as the idea of dating submissive women or focusing on sexual success. In other words, many people are drawn to what they perceive as the more exciting or immediately gratifying steps, rather than the fundamental ones that actually ensure long-term viability. It's a classic case of opting for shortcuts or focusing on the end goal rather than the necessary groundwork. Ultimately, the resistance to focusing on economic stability first is likely a reflection of a mindset that prefers immediate results over long-term foundational work. It's not that men absolutely refuse to be economically viable, but that they prioritize the more immediately appealing steps and skip the groundwork that feels more demanding. I trust this offers a clear analysis of what you're observing. Let me know if you need further insights.
Okay. So many men just opted over the foundational work. Now, this is one of the reasons that I ended Disruptive Male. And I had a lot of men that got pissed off because they were going straight to the methodologies on how to get sex and just skipping over the economics, skipping over the foundational stuff. I had a list of 1,680 people who signed up for Disruptive Male. And then I sent them an offer. I had like 5 that took me up on the offer. 5 out of 1,600. So I think there's something else at play here, because here's the thing. You have seen me do this. You've seen the process work. One of the reasons that I don't have problems with women is I have been in a position from an economic standpoint to, number one, take care of myself. Number two, assist a woman if she's in a relationship with me. That's just normal course of stuff. But I've literally seen guys throw hissy fits if a woman wants to go to a nice restaurant. That's like, she just wants me for my money. And I'm just sitting there like, well, maybe she just wants to go out to a nice place to eat. I'm not trying to protect women, because there are bad women out there. There are women you should not engage with. But right now, we're talking about you as a man. And I can tell you from personal experience that if you change your methodology, you will get better women. When I was on my BDSM dom thing, I consistently got soft, agreeable, submissive, sexually willing women. Consistently. They would just pop out the woodwork. Now, I'm in it's not long, well, it will be long term, but I'm in a relationship with a woman who she's submissive and she's not. There's a duality to her personality. But before we had sex, we had a conversation about things I like, and she had a conversation about things she likes. Ever since that conversation, she does everything I want her to do. I don't have to ask. I don't have to beg. She's right there front and present. So from a sexual standpoint, we have a really good relationship. But more importantly, from a friendship standpoint, we have our friendship, the core of the relationship, is better than the sex. Now, what do I mean by that? Let me walk you through it. I actually enjoy going to the grocery store with her. First time this has ever happened. I actually enjoy hanging out with her. I actually enjoy having her around when we're talking. I thoroughly enjoy her as a person. So the friendship aspect of our relationship is much stronger than the sexual aspect. And the sexual aspect is very, very strong. So what I'm saying is, for you to get a good woman, and this kind of goes back in my book, Dating the Woman You'll Marry. You must elevate you. You must elevate yourself. You must do the things that you need to do so that you can create a different level of energy. Because my energy is what attracted Tressie to me, and her energy attracted me to her. And this lack of being a protector, being a provider, is killing men. Most of the dating advice on YouTube is garbage. It's really, really bad. A lot of things that have happened with dating. And once again, I can tell you from personal experience, if you become a protector, you become a provider, you become a dutiful man, the quality of women that you will date will go through the roof. You will get women that don't argue. You'll get women that are sexually submissive. You'll get women, true story, and I'm about to get a little dirty here. I had a situation with one woman that I can literally, I'm a very sexual person, so literally it was in the BDS realm, and like I could be working and then I could send her a text and it'd be like, bitch, come in here and suck this dick. And she'd come in there, get on her knees and suck whenever I wanted. Whenever I wanted. She would do it whenever, in the kitchen, whenever, wherever, whatever I want. Never, ever did she tell me no to sex. Not ever. I could get my dick sucked, all right? I'm used to having sex virtually every fucking day. And I got in situations with women where I could have sex every day. Tell you a story. I was dealing with a woman who lived out of town. She lived in Tennessee. And this was the BDSM realm. And, her exact text was to me, well, I'm on my period, but I can drive all the way to Atlanta from Tennessee to suck your dick. Okay? And she did. She was on her cycle and she drove across state to make sure that I was sexually satisfied. Why? Because I adopted the role of being a dominant man, being a protector or provider. So from a sexual standpoint, you can get whatever you need. You can get whatever you want from a woman. Like, I'm not going to get into the personal details of my life, sexual life with Tressie. That's my love. That's my girlfriend. So I'm not going to get into it. But I will say that every time that we've engaged in sex, it gets better and better each time. Last time we was together, she did something she never did before, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So once you elevate yourself as a man, you elevate the quality of women you can get. I mean, this whole, like, I watch male content to see what's out there. And this whole notion of being a married man, being married to a woman that will not have sex to you is bizarre to me. It's crazy to me. It's like, how can you be married to a woman that she refuses to have sex with you? And parts of me think that you married the wrong woman. That's the first issue. She married you for pretty much resources. And once she got the resources, she didn't have that burning sexual desire for you. And I'm just sitting there like, how the hell could you be in a relationship with a woman that doesn't want to have sex with you? That's just like crazy to me. But once again, I've had a very healthy, aggressive sexual life. And literally, I'll mention another. This woman actually lived with me. And she's from the Craigslist days. I've known her for a few years. And literally, whenever I wanted sex, whenever I wanted my dick sucked, whenever I wanted some pussy, whenever I wanted to fuck her in the ass, she would roll over and take it. No questions, no bitching, no whining. No, I'll share something with you about her. We got together because one of the things is that I would see her and she wouldn't have sex with me. And then one day she came over the house. It was around Christmas time, and let me see. I'm gonna have to go way back because this is gonna be like way, way at the beginning of my pictures because this is a while ago. Was able to get through all of that pretty quick. Got to the front of my album, and she's gonna be in here quite a bit. Man, who knew that I was able to get to the, well, I hit it pretty hard. But essentially, let's see. Nope, can't not show you that. YouTube would take this video down so quick. It would be like, well, it was up for a minute. Now the channel's suspended and he's gone. All right. Let's see. All right, we're getting there. I think we're getting there. I can't show you those pictures. Can't show you those pictures. Definitely cannot show you those pictures. Oh my, that reminds me of, I'll talk about the time I was dating 3 women and they actually knew I was dating other women. Because I just came across one of her pictures. And this woman, she was older, but she didn't look or act her age. And she was a lot of fun from a sexual standpoint. But, oh my God, I need to save that. This is a good time. This is a really good time. I'm gonna send her this picture. So we're rolling. We should be getting to it. And this is important. This is very, very important. Man, I got Vid Summit pictures here. I got all types of stuff here. Vid Summits is a YouTube conference put on by Daryl Leaves. I think it's really good because you learn a lot of stuff there and you meet a lot of really interesting YouTubers. And it's a great place to network. But let's see. We should be getting to it. Like, it's very, very important that I tell this aspect of the story. Let's see. All right. And this is when I was in London. Cannot show you those pictures. I can share this picture with you. This was one of those sexual super freaks. She looks like a plain Molly, but this girl could put it down. Oh my God. She could put it down. It was really, really cute. Okay. Nope. We're getting to it. I got all kinds of pictures. All right. I can show this one. All right. This is her. All right. So we were messing around and she came from the Craigslist days and she was married at the time. Her husband was a Marine and he wasn't here. And I remember the first time she came over and she told me what she was looking for. She wanted to be choked, she wanted to be spanked, and she was looking for a big dick. I remember the first time I fucked her, I had to use lube because it was so tight. And then she literally has been around since maybe 12, 15 years until recently. She recently got married. I'll tell that story in the future. But I remember when she was at my house, because there's another picture. I remember it quite well. Let's see. Now, from a sexual standpoint, she is quite the freak. She will do anything. She'll suck dick. She'll take it in the ass. She likes to be spanked. A whole plethora of activity came with her. A lot of fun came with her. A lot of, a lot of fun. I'll show her. She's hard to find because she's not online. This is the woman that I was living with. She makes $250,000 a year, right? This is the one that opted to take care of me after my heart attack. So, let's see. I remember I bought that hat in London. I cannot find it. I don't know where it went to. But we are starting to get there. I've got like 15,000 pictures on my phone, so it takes me some time to find stuff. But let's see. We should be coming up on it. Another Vid Summit deal. There she is again, right there. You can't find her on social media. I only show pictures of women that I know are very hard for you guys to do image search and try to find. It's virtually impossible to find some of these girls. We're getting to it. We're getting to it. Can I show you those pictures? Definitely would be in a lot of YouTube trouble. This is one. No. Okay. Once again, that's the one that was taking care of me. She's a little fancy at times. Aha. Christmas time. She came over, and that's the one from Craigslist. She wore this little elf outfit, and very sexually submissive. She's a freak. She is 100% a freak, and she would do whatever. I would literally wake up. I'll give you an idea of how this girl operated. It would be like 6:30 in the morning, and I wake up and be like, stretch. Then I bump her. Next thing I know, she's sucking my dick. Didn't ask, didn't beg. She would just do that shit all of the time. And I would normally wake up with a nut. Every day she was living with me, I would wake up with a fucking nut. It was, oh fuck. Every day. So this whole notion of getting I cannot show that. I can show this. This was here in the house when I lived in Sandy Springs. Yeah. I used to live with her. She was a lot of fun, sexually submissive, very agreeable, easy to get along with. And, you know, Very, very sexy. Very, very sexy. And this is the thing. Fortunately, I don't look my age because she is, at that time, she was 20, I would say she was 27-ish, 28. And this is how it gets down when you become a protector, a provider, and you become a solid man. You can get all types of stuff. Like, I cannot remember. I have not begged a woman for sex since I was married. That's the last time that I had to beg women for sex. I was fucking married. It was terrible. It was horrible. And then I began to upgrade and elevate myself. And once I upgraded myself, this is how I woke up, like literally. And one of the things is about her, she has, let me see. I don't know if you can see it. She's got huge, 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 huge fucking breasts. They're fucking huge. And let's see. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see those bad boys, right? I mean, I want you to imagine waking up and like one of the things I would do, because she had long, really long hair, and I like to rub my hands through her hair and everything, and I wake up and rub her head. Next thing I know, she started licking my nipples. Next thing I know, my dick was in her mouth. Automatically. How would you feel being with a woman that willingly, conspicuously gave you sex without you asking? It was just a normal expectation of your life. How would that feel? Once again, it's time to break free from being a regular dude, being one of those people out here who's begging, wishing, and hoping. Because this is one of the things that pissed me off about Disruptive Male. So many guys in there went to all of the techniques and stuff, and they just leapt over the economics. And it just pissed me the fuck off. And that's one of the reasons I ended the program. Because you put together a program, number one, economics. Number two, get your body together. Number three, get your mind together. Number four, date submissive women. And they jumped to number four in the sex and just skipped, to me, the most important and critical parts of the whole program. They just skipped over that. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. So if you want to be a man that gets sex from the woman that you want to be with anytime, it's time for you to level the fuck up.